not only am I bringing you premium content, I'm also bringing you exclusive content. I'm a national treasure. I should not be joked with. So in this video, I'll be telling you what happens at influencer events, the good, the not so good, and the bad, all the things that no one really tells you. This event looks so glamorous, but you're going to find out if they're really as glamorous as they're portrayed on social media. So make sure you watch till the end because some juicy tips that you will see nowhere else. So, in case you're wondering what really happens at influencer events, worry no more because I'm going to tell you. But before that, I've noticed that most people have different experiences with these events. And so I'm just going to be talking more of my own experience, okay? But this influencer event is organized by a brand that you know, that I know, that I love, that you might love. And the brand is Demmer. And they sent me this box. So if you follow me on Instagram, you should have already seen it. Yeah, this is a shameless blog. So follow me on the gram at the Independent Bella. Anyway, guys, before I get into the box, so this is like a private event, so it's not open to the general public, just like selected few, and yeah, I'm part of those few people. And then there's also like a pop-up clinic tomorrow, that's like the next day. So see this video as your behind the scene, or let's say backstage access to this event, because like I said, it's a private dinner, okay? Anyhow, guys, so the box has their signature micellar water. So they gave me this in 2 sizes, which is like the big size and then the small one. I think this was like for travel. Yup, so this is it. And then it also came with reusable cotton pads, so like 3 or 5 inside this one. And then my invitation before the bouncers drag me and say, sister, you're not allowed here, move back. Please take away. I'm focused mode, don't jack me up. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go dress up. For some reason, I have a lot of anxiety, you know, as to what I'm wearing, because it's like a dinner, so I'm wearing like a dinner dress, but I don't feel a bit indifferent about it. So you guys, if you love this dress, just make sure you hype me up. Okay, so this is how it's going to be when we hold it. Yes. Did you move it? Let me see. No, it just feels like it's better like this. So it's basically time to beat my yeah. You didn't sneeze, but I decided to bless you with this view. You're right. Yeah, so let's go Fabi. Into the restaurant, and guys, this restaurant is so beautiful. I love the interior. It's really giving the whole Japanese vibe because it's a Japanese restaurant, and it was time for us to have our dinner. And this is how influencer event looks like. So guys, one thing about influencer event you don't know is the fact that influencer event makes you feel proud. Hold up, I know that sounds like a bad thing, but listen up. Influencer events actually make influencers and content creators feel really proud, because when you think about it, you're being paid to attend an event. Like a lot of the times, this event, you don't even have to create content after the event. All you have to do is post on your stories. I know that yes, they're paying you, you know, to post on your stories, they're paying you for your audience, but just think about the fact that someone is paying you to show up at a location. So that makes you feel really proud as an influencer. In fact, to me, it literally increases your morale, because guys, the first time I was paid to attend an event, I was paid 50,000 naira at the time. I mean, that's not a lot of money as compared to, you know, where I am right now. But I remember how I felt like someone paid me 50k to attend an event. Like, in fact, now that I think about it, I even undercharged myself. But the fact that I was paid to attend an event was a big deal for me. And that made me also value my work, in the sense that I was more open to saying no, because I'm like, if somebody can pay me to just show up at an event at 50k, why would you want to pay me 30k to make video for you? Like, do you understand? So that pride that comes with being invited to this event, especially when you're paid for this event, it really, really helps, you know, it just puts value on what you do to yourself. Because sometimes, because you carry yourself around, you don't place a lot of value on yourself. You're like, it's something I already do. Especially when you do it as a hobby, or you just started doing it and you know you've not taking it as a business. Just when people start to pay you certain amount of money for certain things, it just brings this pride and morale that just gives you this like, I don't arrive, you know. So influencer event makes you feel proud. It actually increases your morale. It gives you like a lot of confidence, to charge brands because they can pay you for an event, they can pay you for much more. So you know that okay, this thing is not being. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So guys, another thing about these influencer events is the fact that you can sometimes feel out of place as an influencer or a content creator because some of the people you're meeting there, you're meeting them there for the first time and you might not even following them on Instagram, you don't have any relationship with them. So you just have to try to be friendly and talk to everybody. And I feel like if you're an introvert, you might struggle a bit at these events. So that's something that you just have to prepare your mind from where you're coming from your house. You might just feel a bit out of place, especially if you don't have anyone there. Because some of these events, you're not allowed to bring, an extra person. This private dinner you're watching, I couldn't bring an extra person. So I had to be, I had to talk to people on the table. And luckily for me, they were really nice people. They were people who were open to communication. Nobody felt too big, So it was a nice event, but it's not like that every single time. So these events can make you feel out of place. So some of these events, there are even some people that are a bit snobbish, but at the end of the day, like the people you actually socialize with, it's always like a good way, to build, it's always a good way to even build traffic on your page. Because I mean, if you meet someone really popular and you share a story with them and they repost your story, more people get to know about you. People that don't know you existed before, now they know that you exist because you talk to somebody, you created content with someone. And another thing is you might feel a bit sidelined if they're like celebrities there because some events the brand can be working like micro influencers, nano influencers, and also like celebrities. People don't really send you like that. They are there for the celebrities. Nobody really wants to talk to you. Everybody's like clamoring to take pictures of celebrity and everything. And if you're somebody who your self-esteem is not so high, you might feel out of place. You might feel like you're being sidelined. And if you're an introvert, it might not even help. So I'll just say as you're coming from your house, just prepare your mind, to socialize with people. Just start thinking of tips on how you can just start talking to people. Like maybe you can compliment their outfit, and from there, conversation has started. So influencer event, just open your mind, prepare yourself. Somebody might just snub you. People might not really send you, but like I always say everybody's big in their own lane. So even if everybody does not send you, somebody will send you. Guys, I know that this influencer event, they look really glamorous. Like, it's all fun. And I know it's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work because you have to create under pressure. Let me not say pressure, but you have to create on the spot, right? You have to make sure you're not missing the interesting moments. You have to get the right angles and all of the things. You have to do it in that moment, right? For someone like me, I used to struggle a lot before because I like to really plan my content. I like to test shot out. If you don't like to like this, let me do it again. But like when you're creating content at an event, that cannot happen because they're going to tell people that just finished dancing to come back. Please come back. I did not get you to come and dance again. So it's not so easy to create on the spot, but I know I'm getting better at this. I mean, that's why brands are coming for me to do that for them. But like before, I used to struggle a whole lot, and I'm sure that a lot of content creators can relate to this fact that you have to be creating in the moment. Like you cannot get certain things again after you've missed out on them. It's not so easy. So as much as influencer events are fun, it's still a lot of work, a whole lot of work, because you're paid to literally make the event look glamorous. I mean, the events are mostly interesting and glamorous a lot of times, but you're paid to make it look even better than it looks. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So the fact that you have to create in that moment is not the easiest thing. So yeah, we're having fun at the event, but we also know that this is work. It has to look well, it has to be nice. So that's not so easy. So make sure you give your influencers props when you see them at the event and get on their stories, because the brands want to even see like the analytics of the stories. Comment on their story when they go for events, like their story, because it's so important. That this thing you are helping that influencer, and if you really like someone as a creator, you should be open to helping them. I'm literally repeating this point because some people, once they see that the content is sponsored, they'll literally jump over it. But like, how are you supporting your faith, right? In fact, the fact that it's sponsored post is the reason why you should engage on that post, except that's something that is, outside your values. But if it's not outside your values, just like the person's post, right? It's going to go a very long way, right? So just because it looks glamorous doesn't mean it's not work. So make sure you engage on that content when you see it, because that person is actually working. The person is literally trying to secure the bag. Okay. Another crazy thing about influencer events is the fact that some people actually attend for free, some people are paid really well to attend, and some people are underpaid because they undercharge. And then the crazy thing is that there's a hush hush culture when it comes to money, right? Like, especially, I don't want to say especially in the creator space, but I know that it's very common in the creator space. Like, you don't know how much they are paying certain influencers on the same campaign with you. So just imagine they're paying every other person 200,000. Let's say all micro influencers on that campaign are being paid 200,000, 300,000, and then because you came and you told the brand that you want to be paid 70,000, like the brand is not going to tell you, hold on, no, other people are collecting 300,000. They'll give you your 70,000 that you asked for in the first place, right? So because people are not talking enough about money,
some people actually are like losing because they don't know how much they should be charging. I know that you're not supposed to charge completely based off what other people are charging, but you need to know the value. They cannot pay another people 500,000, and you're paid 20,000. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But the fact that we don't talk a lot about money, about rates, you don't know if you're leaving money on the table. So that's something that I just like, but I feel like the more you grow in this space, you will learn better. You will know, okay, what to do, what not to do. But like at the beginning stage, you might be leaving money on the table. And guys, it's okay to attend events for free. I don't know if I said it earlier, but it's okay to attend events for free because some events, what you are going to be gaining from them or people you're going to be meeting, it might be more than the money that you might be thinking the brand should pay you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But this is something about influencer event that I'm not really a fan of. The fact that there's this hush hush culture and you don't know if you're undercharging, you don't know if you're able, because sometimes you can tell a brand a particular amount of money, they will not even negotiate, they just leave you alone. It's like, why not put your hand inside our pocket and collect all the money? Like you might be overcharging, the brand. So that's something about influencer event that it's not really the best, but I really hope it gets better.
I also thought to share this gift bag that Bioderma gave to me that contains these products that I cannot wait to try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next one.